Hello and welcome back to another virtual reality session in Quill. Today we will be animating another scene of our upcoming short film. I'm here today again with Niels.
Hello.
Yeah, I hope you hear him. We're gonna check if the sound is alright. I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about what we're gonna do today and what the plans are for today. And like always, if you have any questions regarding our project, virtual reality in general, or anything else, you can just ask it in the chat. And yeah, so today what we're gonna do is we have a rocket that is going to crash into an island. That is, or like into the floor. That's the main part we're gonna do today. It's gonna have a little bit of character animation, a little bit of like effect animation in it. And yeah, I hope it will work out good. At least I'm gonna try. And I think if the sound is alright, do you have feedback on that, Niels? So. Alright. Then I think we can jump into virtual reality in just a second. Just a little brief overview about our project. We are currently, for the virtual reality production, it is about, it's half-time, I would call it. We have about 1 more month, and then we want to be finished with the virtual reality short, at least with the animation. Maybe we'll have to do some more sounds afterwards, but at least the animation part should be done. And yeah, so far it is working quite okay. At some points we are a little bit behind schedule, but we'll fix that, I think, in the upcoming weeks. And yeah, so far it's working quite well. I think we have at least one third, I would say, from the animation part is done. And we're getting a little bit quicker when it comes to animation, just because we're getting used to the program. Just practicing a lot. And so let's do another shot of an animation of our short film.
Yes, let's go.
I'm just gonna pause it real quick because I'll have to put everything on, and then I'm back and you'll see me in VR in Quill. See you in just a second. And we are back. Now inside of Quill. Hope everything. Just gonna check the sound one more time. Just because now I switched into VR and just want to make sure that everything's working. But I think it's alright. Great. Okay. So I got everything. Yeah, I got everything set up. I can hear you as well.
I think the stream can't hear me. Oh no, they can. Never mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So I'm gonna jump in. I have something prepared, just like in an like cooking show. This time I have this one. This scene right here, I already prepared. It's like I painted like a rough environment just for reference, just to know how everything can work. Niels is working on the actual environment at the moment, but I just got some reference. I just got like it's gonna be like a floating island, so and with a platform where the rocket will start. And in this scene, the rocket, like you can see right here, it looks like this. It's actually coming back to the island with speed, and yeah, George has problems when it comes to stopping the rocket. Like you can see, the brake is broken. So he's gonna just go in there, and from there on the rocket is gonna crash into the island, and he, like you can see, I already painted some red lines. He's gonna fly over to this spot, and the plant he has on his back, it is attached, like he has like a little bit of a backpack, but actually like the whole plant with the pot is gonna fly out in a little bit bigger movement up here and land there as well. So this is kind of the shot that we want to do. I have a rough animation of the rocket stopping and bursting into it. I got a little bit different things prepared, but we're not gonna focus on any part of the like making the environment beautiful. That's not what's gonna happen today. It's mainly about animation. And I hope what I want to achieve today is I want to have the animation of George and the plant flying, and I want to have a little bit of the reaction of the environment. That's what I'm gonna do. So I have dirt coming up and building up here. Maybe I have the rocket deforming a little bit, so it's not gonna stay like in perfect shape like it is right here. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna do that, and I have actually prepared that these things can fall apart just a little bit. So that is the plan for today. So I'm just gonna start off with the character animation. Like what I did right here, I have the rocket. It's in a folder, and inside this folder is the rocket and George as well. So it is you can see him right here, and so George is in there as well. So that means like this transform animation right here, this affects like both. It affects George and the rocket. So I can simply animate George on top of it, and he'll just stick to the rocket. And that's gonna be the case until this point. And here, when the rocket stops, he's gonna keep his momentum and fly. He's kind of like catapulted right here by the rocket itself, and he's gonna fly over there. So first things I want to do is, at the moment he's just standing still, but I want him at least right here to kind of prepare for the impact. I mean, he can totally see what's about to come, so I think he should make himself like a little bit ready. So I have this George rig right here. I'm just gonna turn on auto key, so everything I change results in a keyframe. And I'm gonna start by just doing a keyframe for everything in this folder. That's the first thing I want to do, because right here I don't want anything, or at this point when it's coming there, I don't need a change at this part, but here it should he should get ready. So I'm just move it just a little bit more back. I think right here would be a good point for him to start his first reaction. And then right here he should be ready. So I'm gonna do like the rough poses first, like always. So I am in group transform right now, and now I can grab like the individual parts and post them. So I'm just gonna start off by just gonna put him a little bit down. He's gonna bend his knees just a little bit more, because he already knows that he's about to fly a little bit. So gonna make sure he's getting ready. And looking up just a bit more. So coming in from here, he's getting ready, kind of ready for the jump. So it's a little bit more of a controlled movement he's trying to go for. Just going down. And I think right here at this point where we have like the first really big impact, he should go down even more. Maybe the foot comes in front just a bit. Oh, just accidentally grabbed the other group. So just comes in. We have to fix a little bit of that step right here. It's kind of weird that it goes up like this, but I think that's something we can fix later maybe.
I think he should protect his head when he starts flying, like cross his arms in front of the head maybe.
Yeah, I think right here that's what he's gonna do already. So like a little bit of preparing for impact. And at this point he's gonna be
airborne.
Yes, that's right. I think at this point we can already do that. I have to look a little bit. He's gonna watch out and jump a little bit to the side. I have like the rope at this point. It's gonna be stretched, so I will animate that as well to go a little bit down. It's gonna be a little bit more broken, and yeah, it's not gonna be that straight. So got it right here. I think he should move a little bit more up. And at this point now, I don't animate him anymore, because now he's not gonna be like sticking to the rocket anymore. At this point, I'd have him in this group, but this has to change as soon as he moves individually from the from the rocket. I have a little bit more of freedom to animate him that way. So if I'm gonna change the movement of the rocket afterwards, I don't have to worry about yeah, the movement of George changing as well. Because now if I would rotate it, he's gonna be off as well, and I don't want that. So yeah, I have to click away so I don't see that all the time. All right. Just... Okay. So let's just take a look at how he's preparing. I think it's very subtle, but it's all right. It's gonna happen so quick. I'm just gonna add like one or two in. I think one in between would be fine for this kind of movement. So I'm just gonna go in and just right here. Just put him in front just a little bit. And so I'm actually I'm now just filling in between these two poses, like this one, and when he's in the front like this, I'm just adding one step in between so that he is that the movement is a little bit more fluent. And I think that is, for this, it's actually totally enough. But I'm just gonna have him like in a little bit different poses from frames to frame. So
can you play it back? Like show how it looks so far. This far, thus far.
I just did that, but I can do. If I'm just gonna add like one more step. And now let me loop it. I think that's so he's going down just right before it, and
nice.
But I can already see that this line I painted is not exactly how he's gonna fly. But I want to have a little bit of a reference at least. Another word I'm trying to pronounce correctly. Parabola, is it like that? Do you say like that?
Which word?
How objects... Parabel. It's just like this.
Parable?
Parable? I have no idea. No clue.
I'm going to look it up now.
Like the general... I mean, it's not even perfect. I mean, it's not like this gonna be
parabola.
like.
You were right.
All right.
Right. It's parabola.
So it's not like the perfect form of it, but it's just gonna be like a little bit of a guidance right here. And this is
parabola.
Totally wrong as well.
Yeah, you were right.
All right. After the last time with the word garage, that's nice to hear. That at least some of my English seems to be kind of correct. So at this point, I think the preparation already looks quite good. It's happening so fast. I think it's... But you can see that he's preparing, and I think that is the most important, that he's not just standing still.
But
I'm gonna save.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
what?
At the point where he's taking off from the rocket.
Yeah.
So you've taken him out of the group with the rocket at that point, right?
Not yet. That's what I'm gonna do exactly right now. So I have him right here. Yep.
My question was, when you take him out of the group, do you have to take out the flower as well, the flower pot, because it?
Yeah, but the flower pot is actually also part of this folder. So the flower is actually nested inside of the George folder. So it's automatically taken out, and I have to take that out of that group as well at that point, because I want to have it fly individually. Exactly.
That's what I meant. You have to
So
ungroup it from George.
yeah, exactly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna duplicate it, and for this upper part, I'm just gonna go in and delete all frames. So we have like another version. No, not all frames. I want to keep the last one. That is important, because I want to have a good reference point where I ended. But I think it's like this. Oh. Not really. Sometimes a little bit hard to see because you can't see all keyframes at a time. Sometimes, so it's all right. Now it's working. All right, I have it now in a separate group with the last frame here. And what I can do right now, there's an in and out points. So I'm just gonna create an out point for the one that is sticking to the rocket, so that's gonna disappear. And now I'm just gonna move this second George exactly to that point. So they're gonna switch in that spot. And now I'm just going out of that rocket merge group. I'm just gonna save, just in case. And now, even if I move the rocket, you can see he stands still, and that's exactly what I want. And at this point, I'm also like locking the layers I don't want to animate anymore, because we're gonna focus on him right now. And this time, I'm actually going to have him. Because he's flying, I think I'll have to animate him on once, so every frame, because otherwise it will look kind of rough. I'm thinking about that, but we'll see. I'm first of all doing like twos and maybe adding some in between. So again, auto keyframe. Auto keyframe is turned on. So, and now comes the fun part of animating him. Wait, I have to check one thing. What is inside this group that it's... You can see, like, when I'm animating, you can see there are... It's called bounding boxes. So I can see where the furthest away parts of him are. And I'm kind of... I don't know what is causing the bounding box to be that big. I'm just gonna check that.
Of the wooden planks with that.
It could be the case, so I just try to delete everything around here. I know. Okay, is there something, or is it just, can it be glitched sometimes? I actually don't know if that could be the case.
Maybe just move it out of the ground and then look if there's something.
Yeah, could be. Let's check. So I'm just gonna like, this is something, because animating like this will be at least a little bit more difficult, but I don't see anything down there, so I don't know why this should happen. Just one last try, and if I don't find anything, then we'll have to continue just like that. But I don't have any... I really don't have any clue why this could be. Ah! Here's a spawn area down here. It's not like a real object, and that's why I couldn't grab it. And now this should be fixed. There was a spawn area attached. Good to know that. And now it's better but not perfect. Yeah, but that's all right. I think we can deal with that. Okay, so back to what I actually wanted to do. So we have him right here, and we're just gonna have him follow. Oh, I have to put on scale is gonna be off, but translate is gonna be on, so I can put it in way like this. So I'm just gonna move to every second frame. I'm just gonna turn on that I see a little bit more like of the previous frames. So this is the previous frame, and the blue one is the next frame. And like you can see with this, I can kind of check how the acceleration is going. So by checking the distance between these lines, I can kind of I kind of know how fast he moves, and I can adjust to that. So at this point he has to be like quite fast. In the next two, he's gonna be it's not gonna be very noticeable, but he has to be a little bit slower because he's reaching the right here, or I'm just gonna keep it quite similar, but at this point it's just a little bit smaller. And I'm just gonna go through there, and now he can pick up some more pace. Just again, I think that's all right. So this is my first pass, just for reference. Oh, I have it clipped right here. So how does it look? So it's a little bit slow. That's what you can tell, and it looks like a perfect dolphin dive at that point. He's in total.
I like that the time gets slowed down a little bit, gives the viewer more time to realize what's happening.
That's true, yeah. So maybe we can keep that, but that just means that I'll add in betweens. So because it's this can be a little bit smoother. So now now it's quite good because I can see that right here, and I'm just gonna fill in these middle parts, so I can kind of see how he's moving. I'm just gonna fill in the in-betweens right there and making it about the same distance every time. So just like this.
Can you still repose the arms, or are they now?
Yeah, that is no. That's just I'm currently moving. That's what I'm controlling right here. So I'm currently moving the whole group, and afterwards I can go in and add detail, and I can also afterwards put up the plant at another point, and yeah, that's the nice thing about that workflow with the groups, because I can do my rough animation first, because now I already know where at what point in time he's gonna be in the air, and so it's a lot easier, at least in my opinion, to later on then decide what the hand and the foot are going to do, because I already know what his position is. So, but I'm not gonna do it through the whole process. Oh, he's tilted just a little bit too much right here. Because at this point maybe I'll have to do a little bit more intentional, but now it's just He's just flying. Yeah. What do you think? From the general motion? I think it doesn't seem that off with the speed. Or what do you think?
Let me see it again, please. Yeah, I think it's good. I like it.
So at this, I'm just gonna add it. I'm just gonna pretend. I think the thing is, he has to grab the plant afterwards. So the plant is flying like this, and he's gonna grab it at this point. That is the goal. So he kind of has to do like a little bit of a face plant at this point.
Does a flip? No, I'm joking. But that could solve the problem.
I think it's not really a problem. He's gonna stretch out, and he's just gonna land straight at his chest. And because he's just built like that,
he's built different.
I mean, he's
built different.
Yeah, so it's not gonna be a problem for him, I guess. I would assume so. He's gonna do like a total faceplant at this point. I'm just gonna reset the pivot now, because I can then just go in and make him slide a little bit more, so it's more like this. And just gonna move him like this. I'm just gonna turn on like a little bit of a grid. And now the most important thing, I guess, is to have him come to a stop at the end right here. So it's gonna still move, but it's going to be slower with every step. And that's gonna sell that he's actually sliding on the grass. Saving. And replaying the animation. The end looks quite weird at this point. I think there's one frame right here. Oh, there's like frame missing, and at this point as well. So I think. So let's see. Okay, yeah, we have quite fast movement there. I forgot to make one in between. That's alright. Just added that. And now he's flying and landing on the grass and sliding a little bit. I think the next animation part, where we're just gonna animate the hands and arms, that's what's gonna sell this slide. But actually we...
Or I don't know, maybe it would work better if he's turning in the flight to land on his back, so he can more easily catch the flower. I don't know.
Oh, that would be interesting as well.
So he can catch it on his chest.
Yeah. So I can see it's not a perfect. Oh, it's not like when you look from the top. It's not a perfect movement. So I guess I'll have to go over that one more time. But this is a good point, like you just made. I think that would work quite well, because he's already kind of, he has to move a little bit to pass the rope right here, so he's not hitting that. It's gonna be like this, so it has to turn just a bit.
Let's amplify that.
And yeah, so I'm just gonna grab him right here. I'm just thinking about how I can do that good. So okay, let's just try it. So we're gonna start right here already. So just gonna rotate him just a bit every time. I'm just gonna have to look, because now the reference is like very important, because I have to look every time just to make sure that the rotation is kind of going on. I think right here it should be quite... And this way he also kind of like he kind of can track it, because he could look up and look at the flower while he's rotating. So the other thing like I planned would have been pure luck, and now it is like really about his skill and effort, and not about luck anymore. And I kind of like that more than the idea of him just being lucky that it lands at a good spot for him to catch it. And I think he's gonna turn like this. Let's see.
It would be extra extreme if the flower pot would splash on his face or on his chest and then like break apart, but maybe that's a little bit too harsh.
And I think you forget how the story continues.
Yeah, I know. It was a silly idea. It wasn't a honest proposal.
Yeah, I think just gonna do it like this, so we have, I don't know if it's gonna be good or not, but when I do it like this, we'll have a little bit of variation, or at least I think he can turn a little bit more in that direction, because it's actually like you wouldn't totally stop directly. So let's see how that looks now. Kind of like it. If he's now reaching for the plant, I think that's gonna look nice. I like it.
I like it also, but at the beginning when he's taking off, he's like, how come that he's wiggling so much?
That is, I think you mean right here. You can see it right here. So
yeah.
That's something I can try to fix. I think that's best if I look at it from the top. So because now you can see that he's right here, and oh wait, in the okay. So from this to this is all right, but this one is way off. This one has to be like this as well. So it's I think that might have fixed it at least a little bit. Oh, so it's still a little bit jittery, but I don't know how exactly I'm gonna fix that, because it's like I think I'll have to go in. Oh yeah, you can see it right here. Thank very much. Just so let's see what we don't want. So this frame right here is not good, so I'm gonna move it like this. This frame is quite well. This is totally off. This can be a little bit too there as well. Off again. This one as well. So I think that might look quite.
I think the jittering came to be because he's not centered in the box, and when you turn the box, that's so he might have wandered more.
No, but the pivot is exactly
okay.
At this point. So it was just about me. I just grabbed him, and I just wasn't carefully enough, I guess, when it came to this part. So now we can see that he's, because I just grabbed him and positioned him, and oh yeah, but now the thing I have to watch out for now is that I don't change his height that much. So oh yeah, I'm just gonna have to adjust all the time now. So just like this. Now we can already see how off the whole thing was. I think it's good that you mentioned it, because I think it's easier to fix now than later when everything is done. Alright, but what I can try to do, but I don't know if this will work, is to now go in and say that all the frames starting from here. Is that going to work? I never did that, so I don't know. But it could be that I just could say that everything starting from there. No, it's not gonna work. Just gonna have to go in. I think there's a duplicate key, so that's also good that I just saw that. So I will just have to go in and do it manually again, but that's all right. I'm sorry that you have to see me fix it now, but it's gonna make the whole process better. Alright, and just hope that it looks way better. I think now a lot comes really with the hand movement. If we get that in there as well, I think it'll change a lot.
So another question: how are you going to do it with the plant pot? Is he going to like is George going to land and then like adjust himself, then realize that the pot is coming and then catch it, or does he have to catch it immediately?
I think he's gonna. I think it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be loose at this point right here. So right as he starts, it's gonna drift up right here and fly like a little bit higher. And then he's gonna see it, slide like this, and catch it right here. So it's not gonna be a mid-air catch.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
I see. So he's going to catch it while he lands.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so okay.
It's a little bit more time for the viewer, and I think about like positioning the viewer right somewhere right here, and then you could have the whole thing like flying him towards him, seeing the whole thing like flying towards the viewer, and then you could see right here very close up how he actually catches it.
That's a good idea.
That could be something. I think that's quite interesting with to play with a perspective like that, because it's gonna be far away first and then getting closer. So, all right. At this point already, I'm just gonna separate yep. Exactly. What I was trying to say, I want to separate the pot and the plant. I'm just gonna do that right now. So, I have the plant, I have the backpack. I call it like that. And I'm just gonna move it out of the group. And the same thing. Oh, I'm just gonna put it back because I just realized it's in a group. That's perfect. Because now, okay, have it right here. Just gonna close the whole George layer. So, and now it's gonna stay at the spot. That's perfectly fine. And now I'm just trying to animate that as well. So this time it's a little bit different. I'm just gonna go to none this time because I just want to directly influence the whole thing. Maybe I'm gonna stick to the group because it's a little bit easier for me to move around, then I don't have to switch that much. So at this point it's going to get loose. So it's flying up like this. I think it's going to rotate as well, but like this.
Ooh, yeah, like front rotation.
So the plant is going to do a front flip.
I think maybe you have to paint the trajectory a little bit higher.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, I think it's too low.
To do that from the starting point. So from here on, I think we'll have to especially because the like this.
And I would suggest the plant does a backflip. I think that works better in the trajectory because no, wait. No, that's not right. I think.
I just hope that the timing will be kind of all right. I think I have to go even further.
Yeah, I think you have to go higher. Maybe paint another line that's like...
The line is actually... It's not like super helpful at this point. To say that. I see where the problem is right now. I have to slow this down. The thing is that when going up, I used like the broader side to reference the speed, but I don't want to do that when it comes to the like the horizontal movement as well. So I have to be a little bit slower. Oh damn, it can't just fly like this. So let's see how this looks so far. I think it looks quite good. I have a little bit of smoothing to do like at the beginning, but overall I like the look.
Yeah, damn. I like how it's like staying a little bit at the zenith and then clashing down.
Yeah, and the thing right here, again, like before, I'm just gonna save because I don't want to lose that progress.
Great.
At this point, I'm just gonna do the same thing. So I'm just gonna duplicate it again, delete all keyframes except the last. Move it, or delete the last one as well. After I have the final position. And now or at least not in this frame. Can I?
So now the pod is going to break apart?
No, breaking apart.
Okay, sorry.
It's gonna catch it.
Yes, I'm sorry, I forgot the story. Yes.
Nice that you're so like totally into the project at this point.
Just a little bit forgetful, I'm sorry, man.
Alright, so he's gonna catch it. And at this point, because he's gonna catch it, we want... we have the George rig right here, so I have to look where it is. It's right here. So, just again, I'm gonna put it back where it originally was. So I have like this whole group. It's in the torso. I'm just gonna use the right arm. Oh no, in this case the left one I think is more better. And I'm just gonna put it and map it to the right, through the left hand at this point. And now I'm just gonna put it somewhere like here, like there, because I have to adjust later on because I'm just gonna animate the hands, and that's going to ruin that spot anyway. So let's go in. How far are we into the stream? Like timing wise?
We are like 56 minutes into the stream.
All right.
So nearly an hour.
All right. Oh, I have discovered some blank spots. It's not moving at all. Oh, it doesn't make any sense right here. All right, now I'm just gonna go in and do some additional animation for George. So first of all, I think what he will kind of do is like spread out his arms. Normally, I think you would do that to gain control over your rotation. Just spread out in the beginning.
Alright, and before impact, he's going to brace for impact by crossing the arms.
So it's gonna fly up there.
Damn, we really skipped leg day.
And just like this. More like this. He's gonna like spread out, because that's what you would like I think usually do, because then you kind of stop your momentum at this point. And in order for him to rotate now, what he's gonna do is swing his arm around like this. We'd call it when you, and just pull back this one. So he's actually like really doing the rotation himself. So he's kind of like an acrobatic pro. But you already saw that in one of the previous live streams. And he's gonna bring everything together right now, so that he's actually starting to turn, bring hands close to him, gain a little bit more control over over his legs as well. So bring them more together, more tight. I'm just gonna start that right here, so it's not gonna be like totally out of nowhere. So it's from there to totally in, like perfect form. And at this point, he should also start to
Oh, Yael is writing, hello, nice work. How long will the movie be? Do you have to animate each frame for itself?
Yeah, hello first of all, and the length, I think it will be around 4 minutes. I think that is like without like the other stuff surrounding it, like with a title page and stuff like this, and the end card. I don't know the credits. That's what I wanted to say. without the credits and stuff. I think it's around 4 minutes. The thing is that we are not like totally animating everything frame by frame. Just because it is not. First of all, because of the limited time we have, and it.
Yeah.
To be honest, it would just be like nearly impossible to do a 4-minute thing with a time frame that we have. However, the nice thing is that sometimes, for example, for an establishing shot, you don't really need animation. So it's like in traditional animation as well. You can also have some still frames, and sometimes they also do like stepped animation. For example, if George is just walking from one place to another, you understand that even if I'm just gonna animate every like 10th frame and he's gonna be there in different poses, you'll understand or get the story, and that is the main point. And that is just something where we kind of, I would say, like spare a little bit of resources that way. So not every frame is animated. To answer the question just one more time in a quicker fashion.
Your camera just died, I guess.
For real?
Yeah, it went black. And I
That's
think
interesting.
like if you watch other animated movies or stories, you see if the movement is fast, then you can get away with like rougher animation, because you can't really follow it anyway. So
I'm just gonna check. The cable is connected this time, so I don't know why that would happen.
History News writes, "Thank you for this explanation." No problem. That's what we're here for. So, Nino is...
All right.
Okay, we have the picture back.
I just checked.
Oh. It went black again.
No, I just put it off. I'm just gonna be that. I'm just gonna be back. I think the camera actually overheated. I haven't had that before. But actually in my room, it's kind of getting hot. I got like a lot of lights, PC running, and I have like, my room is not in a perfect spot, I would just say.
Regia Face is asking if you can download the movie. You can save it for later in the theater.
Yeah, right? Just to clarify, I don't know how well you already know the project. It's just gonna be available to be watched on an actual
Oculus headset.
Oculus headset. So you have to own a VR headset to really see it. However, I think we're gonna do a 2D version that can be watched on YouTube. I think we're gonna do that at some point, but that's gonna be additional work. And of course, it's not going to be like the real experience like we imagine it to be. So but you'll have to own a headset, and then you can watch it like in the full form.
Because the difference between the 2D version and the 3D version is not of course you're going to miss the the 3D aspect of it. Like, you can't move on your own, you can't watch how you like to watch, you are forced to watch it from how we frame it. But also the depth aspect is going to be missing as well. So the best experience, of course, is going to be if you watch it on a VR headset.
So as long
there are coming a lot of comments right now. Wow,
nice.
I just saw all of the sessions. Very interesting process. Thank you, Misa. Yeah,
thank you very much.
We are hard at work to make it work.
I'm just at the moment, like I said, my one camera just overheated, and now I just switched to the other camera. It's not like the perfect point of view, but at least you can see something.
I mean, it's a full body shot, so we're going to get to see more of the action.
Alright, so back in the real action now.
Yeah.
So we got him.
Writing. The progression is interesting indeed. Good luck for your further work. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So now we have him rotating, and at this point, I mean, he's gonna land. I think I'll have to do a little bit of adjustment because his body needs a little bit more of rotation. So that's not like the best thing that could come up at this point.
I think he could like hunch it together a little bit to the front, like.
So you mean like at first he's kind of rotated like that, and kind of his legs are a little bit more coming up. So I'm just gonna have to do it again.
Yeah, kind of like that, and then he's going to get up towards the plant, maybe.
So it's maybe like more like this.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, it's the first impact, so it's gonna be a hard one. It's kind of stupid because my handle where I grab him is down there. So I'm just gonna adjust it like this. And I think now he's gonna start raising his arms towards the whole thing. So that's something I didn't have in mind, that if I'm gonna change the position like this, I have to redo these parts as well, but it seems to work. Okay, just gonna put him down there. It's gonna be grass. He can be a little bit inside of that.
Yeah.
So at this point his legs are going to be like, I want him really to not have a real perfect landing. So it's gonna stick like this.
Maybe you should, in the frame before, you should put his head on his chest. Otherwise it looks like he's going to land on his head only.
Yeah, it's a good idea. So I think it should start from here already. I mean, it is like that. He's gonna land on his head, but
yeah.
I mean, it's a strong dude, so
yeah. But his head.
So and now he's gonna track the thing a little bit more, and like you can see, I kind of now have it a little bit too early, so this is not the point where it should be, but that's alright, because at this point he already should be able to catch it. So he's gonna reach out with his hands. He's gonna start like this. Oh, but I'm just gonna make the legs go down right here, because I don't want him to be like that the whole time. And this could also lead to him stopping.
Watch out, I think his foot is a little bit turned. Ah, never mind. I think it's okay.
I think I have to save.
Yeah, good idea. Good point.
I think it's alright, but I would just want him to... Oh no, not yet. Gonna do next time. Yeah, so just like this. Just gonna press my battery pack once again, just to make sure that it is really charging. And so at this point he should catch it. So arms up there, totally grabbing it, just like this. And now I'm going in, rotating this thing like it should be. But for this I have to go in and just select the whole thing and just put it where it's supposed to be. And that is right here. And then the whole thing can rotate just a bit, because it's not like the perfect edge right here. So now I'm just gonna save in version 5. And before I'm gonna continue, I'm just gonna, like, we can check how it works, how it looks like. And because we don't need that anymore, I'm just gonna hide, like, now the reference, just to see how this movement looks now. Oh, I really like that.
Nice. That's great. That's great already, man. Yeah,
I really like that, because it's like with the I love the rotation that it actually leads into the whole thing. Man, he's so athletic.
Yeah.
George gonna be in the Olympics. I think what we kind of have to dismiss at this point is this thing at the back. I intended it to be kind of metal. If it was, I think it wouldn't be like ending well for George right here. But that's kind of like the movie magic. I don't know if you remember, but for example in Star Wars when they fight, spoiler alert if anyone, episode 8 I guess, where they fight in the fight together against the guards, the one dressed in all red. They are like fighting, and they have something like a knife, something like that. And just before he could just kill the main character, that knife actually was like erased in post, so that it doesn't seem like the main character actually lost. And that kind of what we're doing right here. We're just forgetting about the thing at the back, and it's just not a problem. And I don't think anyone will be like totally put off by that. But I really like that movement. I really like it.
Also, if we had too much time, we could also still go there later and make it like break when he's.
Yeah, for example, I think we that's the whole thing. I think that is kind of like what is a little bit sad, but also it's all right that we don't have like. The thing is that we only have about 2 months really to finish the project. It's like, on the one hand, it is like a bad thing, because I think we could do a lot more detail and do it a lot more polished if we had more time. But on the other hand, it's kind of also good to have this kind of not pressure, but kind of pressure, just because you just don't get lost. You don't get lost in the detail. That's what I wanted to do. You just focus on what is important to tell the story, and that is what we are going to draw and animate. And don't focus that much on unnecessary detail, at least, while still trying, of course, to put still as many detail in as possible. Wow, awesome. Would be funny if he accidentally hits the bumblebee with its head and it gets dizzy as a little detail. Oh, so maybe that the bumblebee that is on the island is like waiting for him to come home.
He's trying to like catch him.
I could totally imagine like that there might be a little flower right here, and the bumble is actually sitting on it, and he's gonna fly towards it and nearly like hit it. And just before he flies away, but the flower gets actually like damaged in the process. So it just
I like it.
That could be cool, yeah.
Yeah, he leaves the bumblebee behind on the island when he goes on his adventure because he's a little bit annoyed by it at that point.
And I think what I didn't answer before was I just read it again. Can you repeat some movement like George walking? You would just have to animate it one time for 2 steps. It depends. I actually have. There is in the film. There's in the short. There's going to be like a little scene where it's actually just running. And there, what you do right there, I think it's called like just a walking cycle. So just like you said, you start off by kind of like, you just do a loop actually. So you can loop it. That is possible. So looping is a thing, but it's. I try to copy it to different scenes, but then you have to do adjustments. But you can at least get a good starting point, and from there on do the more finer detail.
Yeah,
so, all right.
I have to say sorry. Yeah, I didn't see your question.
Let's just now. I think for the character animation, I think it's all right like that.
Yeah.
I just want to leave it like that for the moment, and now I think we're like about 1 hour and 20 minutes in, about that, I guess.
Yes.
And because today we have at least some people watching, I think we would just continue. Because I think this is gonna be like, it's gonna transform the scene even more. Because now we're just gonna go in and put some damage on the whole thing. Every time I say the word damage, I have to think about the flex tape guy.
That's a lot of damage.
And yeah, we're gonna do a lot of damage to like this platform. So I'm just gonna just have to check. Oh my god, in which layer is it? That is always the nice thing, if you name your stuff correctly. It's
just could you for a second just show your like performance tab?
Performance tab is looking very good at the moment. I mean, if I run it, nothing is changing. Draw calls, there are just many because I have a lot of layers, and that's gonna increase now because I have like this layer right here. I think it's just got a new layer. Yeah, all right, like always.
Another question that's like important for the scene. Can you like decrease the draw calls for animations, or are they going to stay like that?
You can change it. Depending on how you animate, it's more difficult. Because, for example, when you go, I hope I won't like regret doing this. What I'm about to do.
Just tell me.
No, I want to show it because I think it's totally possible to do, and that might prove the point, or maybe it doesn't. We're gonna see. Yeah, I just saved it. It's alright. So I just have to look. Where is George? George.
There's George 1. See it?
Yeah, but it says there are 0 triangles, so it can't be him.
Well, he's not visible. Yeah, he's not visible.
I know he is. He's inside of this group, of course. So inside here we have George, right? And if I would go in now, I have the whole animation. It's not the best thing to point out in this group. I'm just gonna do it right here. So if I now would decide that I don't like the color of his shirt, I don't want it to be white, I just could go in, or at least I hope so, it should be like that. I'm just gonna pick like the red, and I'm going in and just look for the right thing. George Rick is right here, Then I have like the torso with the left arm. So so it's right here, yeah. So here, and now I just could go in, paint it, and it should be in the whole animation. So you can change this later on because it's just keyframes. So this is this would be totally possible. And the same thing goes for optimization when I do it like that. So it's very nice.
But when you're optimizing, you can't reduce the draw calls, right? They stay the same.
You can reduce draw calls even in animation like that, but then you have to bake it, for example. So you convert like this animation into into separate frames, and then it's frame by frame animation, and then you can't change stuff like that easy. But I won't do it for the character. I think I won't do it that much because we don't need that many draw calls. In this scene, it might happen, for example, for these things right here that I'm gonna do now. I talked about doing it like before, but now we're getting into it. So, actually what I have prepared, and you can see it right here, these things are actually 2 parts. So I prepared that already, because I had in mind that I wanted to do that. And what I'm gonna do right now, and this is gonna be a little bit tedious because I have to go in and kind of create layers for each thing. So this is one, go back in, just gonna hide it. So this is the first one, it's gonna be animated, then I'm going to get the next. It's all in the same layer at this point. That's why I have to go move it to a new selection. I'm just gonna name it 2, and then I have to do that for the other ones as well. So there's a little bit of a thing I have to do right now. 3, yeah. But luckily, like, this whole selection process is not like super complicated. It's quite fast. Move selection to new layer. That's just for animation purposes. I just want to do that. So done. Just gonna check. Okay. So 3 more to go. Or 6 better. Just gonna name them afterwards. What would be interesting to know if anyone watching the stream actually owns a VR headset. That would be, or tried it before. That would be nice to know. Just curious about that.
And also, if you've ever like watched something from Made in Quill. I just realized I have to optimize a lot about the scene that this is going to fit in, because I think right now I have 85 draw calls and I think you can only have like 65 max.
Yeah, but for this scene that you did, I mean, your whole thing is more on that side and the viewer's gonna be there, and we don't want a 360 experience. We're just gonna exclude that, so that's not gonna be a big problem.
You're right.
So,
and also I haven't merged stuff yet, so I think it's going to go down.
Yeah, just important is that you don't merge like all glass should be in like the glass should be in one layer or in separate layers, if best. Like for every side it should be one layer, and that is just something that is important for optimizing like transparent object. But that's an easy fix even afterwards. Yeah, so it's not like
that's right.
It's totally So now I have 1, 2, 3. I can't count. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, never mind. This is just the island. Was just wondering. All right. So we're just gonna start off. We have the. I think we're just gonna get on the auto select layer this time. Maybe not. So no auto select this time. So just like this. And now I'm just gonna go in and animate this little group right here. So this is just. Oh. This is the first one I'm gonna animate, and it's gonna break. So I can just move it like this for the first frame and just bend it down like this. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Right now it's not touching it.
So yeah, so more like this. So it's kind of bursting that, but the first one is just going. The first and the second one, they're just. Oh, I have to check because it's always at the wrong spot right here. But the first one right here, they're just gonna bend just a little bit, so it's not gonna be like.
Regia Face is writing, I want to buy one, but my girlfriend is pregnant, so I'll have to wait.
Alright. Yeah. But congratulations at this point. First of all. But yeah, you should totally try out if possible. So it's I think it's what is just amazing, and I say this like really all the time. I think it's just the combination of things you can do with a VR headset. It has social aspects. You can game. You can create. Basically art with it.
And also relax. You can.
Stay fit even a little bit. So that is another point.
You didn't select everything. Like the detail on the wood is not coming with the.
Just with this one thing, yeah. But I think that's. And I'll fix that another time.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, like always. Again. Just going through and just adding keyframe now for everything.
Okay, we are just passing the 90-minute mark.
All right. Yeah, I think the 2 hour. I think we'll hit the 2 hour mark, and then I'm just gonna see how long or how everything flows. Maybe we'll get to a good point where we could say, okay, we leave it at this. But I think I'll just do. I'm just gonna watch how my battery does. Usually, or at least, like normally, it shouldn't die, but sometimes it kind of has a problem like this. Oh, I just switched aside. So, now I think this is the first part that's actually going to fall down just a bit, so it's just gonna move like this. But the thing is that we
you can't really see it, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm just animating it out of frame.
I'm going to be. I have to close my window. I'll be back soon.
All right. Yeah. So because we can't really see it, like at least the first two. I'm just gonna animate them out like this. So in this case, they're actually falling in parts. So they're still two connected. I don't know why, but I think that's not that bad. But I also want some of them to actually to bend up like this, so actually being kicked away like this, so they're gonna fly to this side.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, I think I kind of messed up the movement a little bit, but now you can already see that now it's starting to be a little bit of impact right here. So
yeah,
there's actually a reaction from the platform, and some I think I'm gonna animate like at least like this row. Just gonna animate flying, so this should fly away like this as well. So have a little bit more of a oh, this is always just me thinking a little bit about physics and just hoping it works out in any way.
I think it looks great.
Like maybe a little bit too fast, but it's too fast.
Yeah, okay, well, way too fast.
Yeah,
like
way too fast, yeah. That is the thing that I actually don't know if I could just go in and make it stretch. But I don't think so. So I'm just gonna go in and make one of these, and then yeah.
Would it be possible for you to move you can move the keyframes, right? Like the dots on the...
Yeah, I can, but I think it would be like more work for me now to go in and move everything individually if I could just go in like this and...
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because it's kind of it's a little bit flimsy to work with these keyframes, because it's sometimes not that clear what I'm selecting. Ah, that's way better from the speed point of view.
Damn.
Yeah, that's alright.
I like it. Looks dynamic.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go in. I don't know if it is. I have now a little bit of a reference on. Oh, just gonna save again. Make it version 6. I just in case you're wondering, like we had one issue of like data being corrupted.
Yeah.
And that's why we started using like these increments, like version numbers, on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because losing process of like 2 hours or even more is not that great. I mean, we also back up, but still it's easier to have like yeah, look at that.
Nice.
Okay, so let's think about what the other twos can do. I think
maybe one can just like flip up and then come back. Like it's not going to fly anywhere. It's just going to like fly up and then come down on the other planks. Maybe.
I'm just gonna have like this one thing just sticking out, so it's I want to have like a little bit of variation when it comes to that. So just like this, it's gonna stick out, so it's kind of breaking, but where is it? Am I not? I'm just gonna. That's all right. So you wanted one to just fly up and come back down, kind of.
Like, yeah, but like.
Yeah, let's just. I mean, it's going quite fast, that animation process. So I think we can. It's a nice thing. Just try it out. So just like this, it's going to be up already, like here, and then just flying. Like I think we can't. We can't let it fly up like in a completely straight line.
No, I meant like it should flip maybe. But I thought like it would flip like on the spot and come back down, but that's.
I think that doesn't make like real good sense, because it somehow has to have a little bit of force in that direction. But I have it now. Just gonna watch it. I have it now flying up and sticking in the ground, and I think that's.
I love it.
It just has a little bit. What I have to fix is that it's currently having like movement is moving to the middle. It's just something I should not have. Or at least it shouldn't be curved. And once again, just to give like a little bit like the perspective again, like I did three things in Quill, like real like little project, just one scene each, and sometimes just an environment before we started this project. So, and just to point out how fast the learning curve was in this program. I think, of course, you have to kind of get used to, like, for example, character animation. It's the first time doing that for me, like really in any program. I did some claymation work, like I always said. In preschool age, but that's it. And of course, I mean, you have to get into it and think about movement in general. And I think, for example, with stuff like the rotation of him flying through the air, it definitely helps that I did a little bit of sport where it jumps not like this, but jumps like backflips and stuff like this were part of it, so I know at least a little bit about like the theory behind these sort of movements, so that's helping in animating something a little bit more quickly. Yeah, but I'm just gonna check. Is my microphone still on? Yeah.
Yeah, it's still on. Yes.
But so it helps to have a little bit of to watch reference of movement, but it's not like I mean the actual like workflow is, or what you really like do in Quill is a lot different to like animating in normal 3D or in 2D, but like the principles and stuff, it just stay the same. So
News is writing the details define the quality. I like the Bumblebee. I like it. I also like Fred.
oh, now look at this. Look at that. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Platform being totally destroyed. Nice.
Do you know what it's missing though?
What?
Do you know what it's missing though?
Can I just I didn't understand it again.
The scene is missing something, in my opinion. It's missing fog.
Yeah, you want fog. No, what I'm gonna do right now, and this is gonna be like it's gonna be a challenge for me, because that is something I'm not good at yet. And you're gonna see a step-by-step progress. Now, like you can see, we have keyframes for each of these animations. But what I'm gonna do now is I'll have to do actual frame-by-frame animation for the thing I want to do now. And
are you going to the ground ahead of
I'm gonna do the ground. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to go in, pick like let's see, what is a good color for dirt, ground dirt? It should be darker. Like this?
Wait, show me again. Nah, I think that's wait. No, I think it's maybe make it a little bit more orange, more in the orange part.
I think that this would be a good color.
Yeah, you just have to watch out that it doesn't match too much with the wood you use.
Yeah, with the wood.
Yeah. Livestream News is asking, can you change the music in the background? What's wrong with it? Do you not like it? Oh, what do you mean? I'm not sure.
It's looping. And that's the one thing.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because the live stream
and
is a bit longer today.
And I think I just have to check the playlist and just gonna like do a little bit more of a like this song right now. I really like it when working because it's a little bit more what I wanted to say, it's more what?
Yeah,
it's a little bit it's a bit more like not that energetic. That's what I wanted to say. So like you can see now,
it's more calm.
Yeah.
How are you doing that?
What?
That's what you were saying. It's frame for.
Yeah, now it's frame by frame animation. So and so then I have the reference of how it looks the last and I'm just gonna do it just a bit thicker. and just a bit more.
And make, yeah, a little bit higher maybe. Because it's
Yeah,
like,
so it's getting higher every time because it's pushing away, pushing way more. So just like that. So it's going in and it's going to push like the dirt.
nice. That really makes a difference.
Yeah, it's gonna sell the impact way. Oh, I really like that. Look at that.
Oh yes.
It's super easy, but that's like totally sells the impact. And that it just sticks there. And what I'm just gonna do now is adding just a little bit of detail right here, because I know, alright, this thing right here would have like an own little point right here. So, and what I want to do right now, because that is kind of like the ending pose right here. So I'm just gonna do just one more frame and have the ending pose like this. And just have this one up here, just so that it is I really like that. And what I can do now, if I want to, is to just gonna pick like a little bit of a little more like dirty green, and I'm just gonna add now just a little bit of green to the mix. Okay, oh, that's gonna be just gonna have it one by one, so it's gonna stay right here, right here, right here, right here. Just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna have some like green pushed up here, so it's not only dirt, it's also.
But maybe we need also a second dirt color, maybe.
So it's
Like little
going
spots.
in like this.
But
I think I would do like a darker one just at the bottom, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
the shadow or the more darker part. I think that's something I could do right now. But yeah. Okay. So. But I really like how that looks. Alright, so let's get in and just do like, where's my window? Just right here. And now I'm just gonna add like a dark brown.
I think it would be great when when the rocket kind of landed, if it would like tip a little bit back into the abyss, like after it has.
Can try that. Oh, not that much. So I'm just gonna redraw like the bottom lines right here. Alright. Okay.
so don't forget
Alright.
to save.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that after I finish this one right here. And the last step. I'm super excited to see how this looks now. Oh yeah. I like it.
Yes, that's great.
And I'm just gonna add, oh, not like this, but maybe I'm just gonna add like one more color variation. So I just start right here and put it right here maybe. Just to see how that would look. No, not like that. It's not going to work. What do you think about that? If I'm just gonna add like this?
Yeah.
I'm not quite. I think if I'm add a little bit, I'm not quite sure.
Maybe it's.
But maybe it's just the last frame that doesn't. I think I would leave it like that for the moment. What was the thing that you wanted?
Like if the rocket would like tip back over, like it crashes and then slowly the tail, or maybe it's not the tail, but in this case it's
yeah.
I
understand. Yeah. So you want? I'm just gonna go in. Where's my rocket? Rocket merge. That's right here. So it's.
But also, we are nearing the 2-hour mark, so.
Yeah, I think. Gonna add like this detail, then some additional splashes. I can have a look and say if you're happy with that.
Yes. I think that really adds something as well.
I really like it. I didn't think it would. I was hoping that would look like that, but I was like really not sure about that. I'm super happy with that, and I mean like, yeah. I'm just gonna point that out when I'm ready.
Yeah.
But wait a moment. I'm just gonna check one thing. Maybe we can. Oh no, not yet. Let's give another try with that camera. Okay. So I'm happy with that. So what I'm gonna add right now is splashes. That's the, like, I always call it splash. It's right here. So
Flying dirt.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna add dirt. I'm just gonna go to the point where it's starting. It's there. So at this point I want to animate, and I want to have it long, so it's about that long. And I'm just gonna go in there. And now it's repeating. I'm actually editing right now. So I'm on auto keyframe. I created frames. And now, like the last times, I can go in and just add a little bit of splashes right here. That's just what I love about Quill, that you can just add details like that in a matter of like basically seconds. So we have that, and
are you going to use the anim brush as well?
That's what I'm using right now.
Ah, sorry.
That's exactly that. So just gonna do some splashes right here as well, so there's stuff kicking up.
The only thing I'm missing right now is a huge smoke ball. Like, smoke is the wrong word. Dust. I want a little dust cloud.
So, and what I want is one more layer of like this dirt, and it's just going to be for this little thing falling. So, oh, it's way too. Oh, a little bit more of time in order to. Nice thing right here is I can now combine the two techniques. So like I just got in and did like this frame by frame animation. Oh no, I'm just gonna merge it. So I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm just gonna add like the dust at the bottom or the dirt at the bottom too. So, just gonna start right here. And here should be the first frame, where you can actually see dirt around it. And just one more ring. Going closer. Oh my god. So, just like that. And what I could do right now, I think, is merge them. I'm gonna try that, but I'm gonna save. So I got two layers now. I got this one and I got the splashes, and I think I could now go in and merge them. That didn't work perfect. But maybe because there aren't enough frames for that. So like this. Yeah. So I could merge like these two layers. I did the wrong way. On every layer right here there has to be the same thing, and now I can merge. And now it's just one layer with the thing landing, sticking there. And I think the last thing we're gonna do today, before we come to an end, is doing a little bit of a sliding movement. Not sliding movement, but grass coming off at the point where he's hitting there. Or what do you think? I think that's...
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So just like that. Just gonna grab like the green I used here. I kind of like that.
If you guys are actually curious on where he is, where he's landing, in my stream on Monday I'm going to show you the environment where this is going to take place.
I'm gonna do like a little breakdown.
Yeah, I think so, yes. I'm going to optimize it, I think, and show the islands. And try to make a breakdown like you did with your first stream.
Yeah. So now we get a little bit of a reaction of the floor as well. Alright, I'm just gonna save. And I'm going to replay it. Just one more time. I really like that catch. I really like it.
Yeah. Only one last thing that you could do is like do some airlines after, like that are going out.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like you did in the other scene.
I totally forgot that. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so let's try that. I'm super curious how this will work. Just gonna pinpoint it to this and there. I think that's enough time for me. Wow, that's hard. I kind of did like let's change the background color to a more bluish color so that we can see a little bit better what I'm doing. So I'm trying to get a little bit of the rotation in. I'm just gonna I think I'll have to work on that a little bit, but I think it's kind of interesting how it just shows the flow of the movement a little bit more right now, of the rotation. Just follow through.
I think maybe it's a little bit too big, but yeah, I think it's a good one.
That's something I could try right now. Like I said, when it comes to what you can do is actually, what I totally forgot, I could go in now and have select in all frames enabled, and I can just select like the whole row of moving stuff right here, and then I could go in and use the grab tool and actually just look at the movement and just move it. This was a little bit of a harsh stuff right here, but I could just go in, fill it out just like that, then have it rotate exactly at the right time. So it's actually following better right now, and I could go in, at least I think so, and use the thickness tool. I don't know, that's making thicker. Just gonna make it big and just decrease the size at least a little bit. Maybe that's working, I don't know. Kind of. It worked a little bit, but not perfectly. Yeah, but that's what you could do afterwards if you do it like this. You could select all frames and then change stuff later. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it for today in Quill at least. So just have another look. I'm super excited how this will look like with the full environment. And like the thing I'm just gonna do is I have to animate that somehow, but I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it. Or should I try it? I think it's gonna go quite fast. I think I'm gonna try it just now. It should be, at least I'm gonna try if it works like I hope it does. And if it does so, oh no. So I hit my on-off button. I'm back. If it works like I planned, it shouldn't be like super complicated. Because...
quick question, what happens at the other end? Does the rope rip out of its out of where it's secured? So does it fall, or is it still like on the wall on the other island?
I think it should fall, but I don't know if we're gonna see any of that.
Oh, looks promising.
I'm just gonna nudge it in place.
All right.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh. I think you know what I did there. I just didn't create any more keyframes.
Yeah.
So I have to do it one more time. I think I have to fix the back of it in the end, but it's not what I want to do right now.
One thing you could do is, like, halfway through crashing, the rope could rip out of where it's secured here on that end, and it just like slips back out, falls down into nothing. Like you can't see it anymore. But you could also just leave it there.
I think
like it is, right?
I think it's quite alright. We have a reaction of it now. I like it. Alright, just gonna save in a new version. And I think we managed to do something quite good today. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna go back at the computer. Just gonna make a little pause and be right back in just a minute. So, we're in it. See you soon. And here we are, back out of VR, and oh, my head's like totally messed up, but that's alright. Fixing it the wrong direction. Yeah, I just gotta say I'm super happy with what we achieved today. It's been I really like the scene. I thought of it as one of the most challenging scenes, but it turned out quite good. I really like it, and I can't wait to see it in the, let's say, full environment. I think that's gonna add a lot to it afterwards. And I don't know, what do you think, Niels?
Yeah, I'm also quite surprised how fast you managed to pull it off.
Yeah, that's also something I didn't think starting this thing. I think I thought of it as being at least like a 2-part for the next live stream as well. Just gonna have to drink a little bit. I thought at least like 2 live streams I think would have been enough. That's what I thought, and I thought I would run into way more problems. But I guess it's just... it comes to a point now where I kind of get like a little bit more confident in the program, I would say. So what I mean by that is that at this point I feel like comfortable knowing which technique to use. So I feel comfortable choosing my technique based on what I want to achieve without thinking that much about it. And I think that's what makes it quite fast now, because I know like putting in groups, pulling it out of the group, and then doing frame by frame for this and doing keyframes for that. So I think that is like a big learning curve for me, and it's working quite well for now. And I hope like when this pace continues, I don't have like any doubt that we'll be ready in time, that we'll finish it in time. If it kind of continues like that, that shouldn't be a problem at all. Yeah, and first of all, I think we're gonna end it right here. But I just want to say thank you. Just thanks for everyone that watched the whole thing live. It will be up on YouTube to watch it for other people as well. But it was great having you here today live with us, and also participating a little bit and just telling a little bit about your experience, or just what you think about the whole thing, asking questions. That is really great. And I'd love to have it in the next streams. So thank you for everyone that participated in today's live stream. I really appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to the next streams. Do you want to add something, Niels?
No, I just wanted to say that it was a really good stream, I think. Like, we had a lot of people chiming in, and also thank you for watching. Even if you didn't comment anything, we still are very happy that you are here, that you found the way to this channel. And also, you'll hear from us on Monday in German, and also again next Saturday, I think, right?
It should be next Saturday as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it for the moment at Saturday 9 p.m. So in the evening at 9. It's a great time for me to do it, but that might change. But I think we're gonna keep it like that. But I'm gonna announce that you can see it, like I try to do it one day before on YouTube. It is listed like that. That's gonna be a live stream. And also on Instagram, I'm gonna tease it as well. And on Instagram, I also show a little bit of the breakdown of the stream. So I think tomorrow I'm just gonna put together what we achieved today, and there you can watch the whole thing. Link is down in the description, I guess. If you want, to see everything that we do related to the project, you can follow me right there as well. And yeah, I think that's it. Just if you want to, and you like the whole thing, I would super appreciate it if you just hit the like button and maybe subscribe as well to the channel to follow our whole journey, because we are still we have at least 1 month or 1.5 months of work ahead of us, and that's gonna be a lot of streams in that time as well. And yeah, I would end it like that. Want to say bye?
Yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope I see you next time. And that's it for today. Bye.